Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of my Fortune Street playthrough. The last time we faced the Bowser's Galaxy Generator board, which was a board inspired by Super Mario Galaxy, and today we're doing another board that's based on a different Mario game. This time it's a Mario Party board, Castaway Bay from Mario Party 6. I have played this one before. I know how it works. We're just going to hop straight into it. And unfortunately, this is going to be the first one of these custom boards that actually gets a fairly low rating. Because this is our first of what will most likely become later as what is known as a bad time board. Where it is a board that is designed not to be well made for Fortune Street. It is simply designed to get a bunch of friends, play the board together. And I think this is the first time I'm not going last in a long time. But anyway, the whole point of this board, you're meant to be here for ages, it's meant to be really frustrating, and it's meant to take a long time. The target is 16,000, and we start with 2,500 ready cash, which you're gonna see what is a major problem with this board very shortly. Anyways, again, 3 Mario AIs, because all 3 of these computers that I've picked are playable in Mario Party 6, which is the game that this board is based off. Okay, so, the way how this board works, it is a one route path, pretty much the majority of the board, until you get to these branching sections. And then you get to the end bit here. Now, here's the major problem. So, how this board works in the Mario Party version, the happening spaces will swap Bowser and Donkey Kong in the position. They're basically in 2 boats, they go around in a circle. Each time someone hits a happening space, they swap positions. If you get to DK, you can buy a star for 20 coins. If you get Bowser, you lose a star, or you lose coins if you don't have a star. The Fortune Street version, it will swap the club here with this 13 space. If you land on this, your shops will all be going down by 13%. And then we have other ways in which you can get unlucky, such as this space here, but this is literally a last resort. In case you're trying to get to the back of the board, you have to go through the door. You obviously want to try and get the last suit you need because you're just going to pass them through anyways. The other problem with this board is the split pathing. There is no reason to go up here. You could land on this space here, which is, I guess, to symbolise Boo, who will steal coins or stars from another player, but the biggest problem with this board is just how big the pathing is, and this board is horrendously flawed for Fortune Street. And yes, I have played this one, as I mentioned, with my best friend. It took us nearly 2.5 hours to finish the board, and we were so fed up at the end of it, because we were both just getting trolled by bad luck. To put it lightly, we both missed our first promotion, and the computers didn't. I managed to get my first promotion on the second go around, but my friend didn't, and he was just behind. There was no way for him to catch up at all, because he missed his promotion twice in a row, and after that, it's just game over. There's nothing you can do. Neither of us landed on the 13 space though, the computers did a couple of times. I'm just going to go this way to get the property, because I skip all the District A ones anyways. The other issue is the person who lags behind as well is more likely going to miss out on their first promotion because they won't get the button, so maybe this wasn't the best idea for me to go this way. Because if someone hits a button, right, and you're lagging behind, everyone else has got a promotion before you, well, you got a major disadvantage. And not to mention that district I've gone through, there's literally no point because it's so easy to skip it. Ideally, I'd like a big number like a 7 or an 8. An 8 would be fantastic. I don't really want to get the District B. Oh, perfect, thank you. That's the one I want. Yeah, I like this shop here, because this one was the only district my friend really had on the board, and it got landed on all the time. Yeah, Wario did... What are you going if you went up? You would have got the Venture Square, so it doesn't really matter. There's no point in going up, because if you land on the pipe, you get sent to the bottom of the board, and if you land on that, well, you're just going to fall further behind. And I know that I've picked computers that have been on a recent board other than Daisy, but again, I'm trying to pick computers that are fitting for the board, so if there's one literally based off a Mario Party board, it makes no sense to pick Dragon Quest characters. That is not what I wanted. If Toad rolled something different, then I would have liked that roll, but... Okay, Wario's just skating around the board, but again, a player who skates around the board doesn't get any shops to work with, usually. Although he is in the expensive area, and those two shops there are nasty. That was one of the districts I got. I got 5 out of 6 in there. That has just cost us badly. Toad and I are now going to lose, because we have just been teleported to the heart, and there's no other way for us to get one. That was genuinely the worst card she could have pulled for me and Toad. So my chances of winning this board are now very low, because I've basically lost my promotion. Unless I get a very good card. That doesn't really help. It gives me money, which is great, but it makes me vulnerable. Although 400 gold's not bad. That is basically getting a promotion, so I'll let it slide for now, I guess. Yeah, and Wario avoided the button, which is the smart choice. Because you don't really want to hit that button. Auctions happen all the time on this board as well. It is, I would say, one of the most common custom boards that I've seen auctions happen on. Toad, you really don't want to hit that button, trust me. That's a bad card, yup. Looks like Toad is not having a good game. And I've just ruined it for everyone, which is fine. Because if I can't get a promotion, I don't really want my opposition getting one either. So now we're on the same playing field. Well, I really hope that Wario does not land on that space there, because that will just make me lose my venture card money and more. And now we're going to another person's space. Okay, it's mine or Wario's. That is not what I wanted. Because now everyone can land on that space. And knowing my luck, it's going to happen to at least someone. Well, I'm fine with that. I like this 290 shop as well. It's another commonly landed on one. Okay, Wario skipped it. And now has 2 over there, which is a bit of a problem because that's a very good district. This purple one, that was the other district I think I got. I had 2 districts near the end. I had nothing at the front of the board because I kept landing on venture cards at the beginning. Okay, good. Everyone skipped the space. Yeah, you're not wrong, Toad. You really cannot catch a break. The game's only just started and he's nearly 300 below what he... In fact, he is 300 below what he started on. Oh. We're all in the same area at the moment, but the thing is, I kind of want to be slower because I'm secretly hoping that Wario rolls high, doesn't get the club, someone else then lands on a button, And this way, Wario doesn't get a promotion, and well, I can't get one either because my heart got taken away. Yeah, Toad's going the right way there. If the club isn't there, you want to go the slower way. If it is there, you want to try and breeze around the board. Okay, I'm not liking these dice rolls, game. These are quite bad. Okay, he doesn't get the promotion, which is good. He is going to get that 540 though, I think. Oh no, he lands on the space. I can't count, apparently. Didn't really want that card to be drawn either. Daisy's already skipped my stuff. Yeah, and the thing is, everyone's going to run out of money. Wario's definitely in the best position, though, because he's getting sales, he's got a good district, and he's also most likely to get his promotion first, unless a button gets pressed. Toad's definitely in the worst position, unless he lands on that certain space down there. We gotta hope that Daisy also gets past the bank. Okay, could I get a suit yourself or like a free heart? No, my shops go up when no one's going to land on them. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not expecting this board to go very well. Oh, I haven't given it a rating yet, actually. Let's do that now. I hate to be that guy, but this board honestly gets a 2.3 out of 5. It's really not a good board for a Fortune Street one, and I'm sorry to the person who made it. I know that you tried to base it off the Mario Party 6 board, but this is an example of a board that shouldn't really have been made on Fortune Street. Like, the biggest issue I have is the club switching out. I know exactly why you've done it. It's to symbolise swapping Bowser out. Wow, Toad just got the... That's what that square is. Well, looks like Toad's fortune is just reversed. 8, what do I land on? I get that 360 or... Well, the problem is I'm not getting a promotion anyways. I'm better off just going quickly. And typically my stock doesn't go up, but I'll put it in here anyways. There's no point in me going the long way round. I'd rather just skip the 13 space, so no one's really near a button. As no one's near a button, it just means that the chance of one, well, technically Toad and Daisy can hit one, but the thing is, I'm no worse off. I haven't got the heart, so there's no point. But anyways, why this board gets a 2.3? I think I said 2.3 or 2.2, somewhere around that range, but Gimmick is really horrible to deal with. It is a bad time board, so it's already not in my good books. It basically comes down to who gets lucky with getting to the bank, and I'm not pressing that would be silly. I'd rather pay Wario because I'm giving Daisy a promotion if I hit that button, and I can't say for certain whether or not the other two would land on it. But straight, narrow, one-way paths as well. Not a fan of that as a gimmick. Toad would not have got his promotion as well, had it not have been for that lucky card. But to be fair, he is the furthest behind. The shot, or the promotions on this board are massive though, is the thing. You can see that he went from last to first instantly. maybe I can fix my stock. Probably not, though. That shop's terrible. Oh, it does go up. Cool. I'll take it. I do like that space, though, because it does get landed on fairly often. Wario's already nearly got to the end of the board again, but again, not really useful when he can't get a promotion. Good. I just didn't want her hitting a button. And she is pretty much out of money. I think that's her second, yeah. Okay, so auctions are going to start happening soon. Toad and I are going to be the only two able to bid on them. Ideally, I'm hoping that Daisy gets rid of her District G shop, because that's the one I want the most. I think the only way I have a chance at winning this board is through auctions. It really doesn't matter which way I go, so I'll go up here. Because if I land on the pipe, I just go to the bottom of the board anyways. Right, she can auction a shop if she gets unlucky. I don't even know how much money she has. Not very much. And Toad is not helping the auction that I was hoping Daisy would have to make. I honestly wouldn't mind landing on the pipe, to be honest. Okay, I get 2 shops in a district no one's going past now that I have 2 there. Wario's making a, well, kind of a misplay. He should be going the long way round. And Daisy's just venture card or good space hopping. Okay, that's cool. That'll help me a little bit, because I'm probably going to have to pay Wario a fair bit when I get up there. Watch me get a 3rd shop in a pointless district. No, I just paid Wario what Toad gave me, so no worse off. Right, big roll for Wario. That's good enough. I think, actually, no, it's a bank. It's fine, though. I'd rather he didn't get a promotion. It's freeloading off Toad as well, which is probably not a good idea. She has 146 gold at the moment, which is very low. But here's the thing, if no one ever hits a button, eventually people are going to run out of money. The only person who's invested at the moment is me, but Toad will invest when he can. Okay, can I stop landing on spaces I don't own, please? I don't want to give Wario more money. Daisy, can you stop venture card hopping? Now, the best case scenario for me is someone hits a button, I get the club and promote, and then I hit another button as I get the club. That would be fantastic, because that means I'm the only one who gets a promotion, and they're in the same issue where their net worths are stuck. Although I'm noticing that no one is landing on properties anymore, except me, of course. And even if I land on the, you can take 20% of player in first place ready cash, that's like 25 gold. Oh, well, that's the only decent shop in that district, so I'm fine with this. I want the shops that people are actually going to land on. Okay, can all 3 of you stop venture card hopping? Like, seriously. Daisy hasn't landed on a property that she doesn't own for eons. Toad has finally landed on one. Oh, look, she lands on her own again. Like, this is again getting a bit silly now. Is that button? No, not quite. And now, Lakitu's here. I just point out how many venture cards Toad has just been getting. This is silly. Where is the arcade? He just goes back, so it doesn't really matter. It just slows him down a bit. That wasn't the dice Toad, that was a venture card. Okay, this board is... this is just going horribly. I just don't know what else to say. This round is going awful. I can't catch a break. I'm the only one landing on shops that I don't own. Oh, that's a District E one. Maybe that district isn't completely useless, but Wario got the only useful one there, so pointless. But yeah, this board is going horribly. Finally got some of my money back, even though I'm down like 200 since I was over here last. Problem is, this is another board that's not designed for computers, because they don't know what they're doing. Human players at least can understand, oh, it's beneficial for me to land on this space here. It's not beneficial for me to land on this one, whereas computers like, just must get sued. Okay, Lakitu, you actually did something useful for me. Extremely rare Lakitu W. So even Wario's not going up that way, and that's a great card for him, and I would be saying yes if I was him and getting rid of one of the District F ones. Definitely not that one. That is probably his most landed on shop at the moment. Daisy's nearly out of money again, but she's not going to because she's been cheating whenever she has low money. Lakitu's still here, I guess. I don't think he has 50 stock anymore. Oh, he does. Well, that's an issue. That makes it very hard going that way, and I'm definitely not landing on that if I can. If I'm given a choice, I would rather go the other way and give Daisy 100 instead. Okay, I'll take that one. I like that one, because it's in a good place, and it stops Daisy getting another one there. At least for the moment. Okay, problem is I'm very, very low on money as well. Just like everyone is, so... Oh. Doesn't really help. Oh my goodness, Toad. How many venture cards do you need, brother? It's a good stock price as well. That one's expensive. Okay, I have to hit a button if I go that way. Okay, I have to hit this. Which means that now everyone's going to want to try and get there. And typically, look who rolled a big number. Right, now watch Daisy get the worst possible number for me, and if that happens, this round is being reset. No, she missed it barely. Because I'm gonna be honest, if Toad hits that button and Daisy just got a promotion, or Daisy got a promotion and hit the button, I was just like, I'm done with this round, start again. Oh, great. Lakitu can hit one as well. Okay, he rolled a 1. That's fine with me. Yes, and this board's using only music from Mario Party. Okay, thank goodness for that. Okay, best thing I can roll here is a 2. Because I get a promotion on my next turn. None of the other computer players do. It's fine. I got the suit. That's the important thing. And I dropped my wallet. Lovely. Doesn't really matter in the long run. That was a small misplay, to be honest, but not a detrimental one. I think I'm the only person who has landed on a button so far, actually. Notice how they're all rolling really high, but I'm just rolling really low numbers, so I can't get my promotion as quickly. What is with all the misplays? That's the worst shot you could have got rid of. I would have got rid of the one at the bottom that no one's going to. Okay, that's way too high. That's pointless to invest in. Wario's just going to mess that up. Ooh. I get a second one in District A. Okay, I like that. We'll put in stock there then, because I'd rather work on a district that's actually good. Yeah, I'm taking that. Okay, feeling a little bit better now. I have got a promotion. Unfortunately, the odds are that everyone else is going to get one as well, so again, we're on the same playing field, but I'm really hoping that Wario rolls a 4. Okay, that's good as well. Toad could roll a 5 or a 7. Toad rolls a 7, that's class. Oh, and they're starting to land on properties they don't own as well. Finally. Right, I really want Toad to roll a 5. That would be fantastic if he landed on that. Wait, 7. Do it. Yes! Toad, that was class. That was so class. Because now Wario can't get a promotion, which is really funny. And Toad got one. That was just a masterclass right there from Toad. Unless Wario, of course, lands on that space. Which, of course, he does, because why wouldn't he? Case in point that the computer players cheat in this game. I was really excited when Toad landed on that button, which completely ruined Wario's whole game plan, and Wario just lands on the only button he could have to save it. And no one else can land on a button. I'm too far away. He's going to go left and get the property, because why wouldn't he? I'm glad I got this one now, actually, because I'd rather get 2 in there than... Okay, 3 is fine. Just do that. I don't see anyone landing on that. To be fair, they'll probably just go the long way, but I'd rather get some money. And, well, there goes District A. I'm not getting the Dominate or the District anytime soon. Unless I get that 110, because then I at least have 3 in there. I don't know what Wario's cooking, to be honest. It's down to 800, but everyone can get a promotion at the moment, so... That doesn't help me. I needed Wario to close, ideally. It's probably going to be the one and only time that shot gets landed on, unless it gets to super late game. This may seem stupid, but I'd rather go up here and land on my own. Where's my shop? There it is. It's not going to cause the price to go up, but I do not care. This way I avoid the button as well, so it's not my fault if it gets landed on. Oh, cool, thank you, Wario. Right, so the least you could give me when I'm probably going to land on at least 2 of your spaces, because it's what's been happening the whole time. It's called not being able to do much on this very frustrating board. Toad has so much money in stock, that's crazy. And he could get another one in the district, I've just realised. If he blocks off the long route, no one can ever go over there. Cool, that's my 3rd shop in District Rubbish. Lucky me. I mean, I have a space that's now safe for me in the late game, but... But let's be real. No one is ever going up here unless they have to land on the button and then they just land on Wario, so what's the point? I wouldn't mind some more shops in District F, because then I can make that 32 that you have to go through actually valuable. Kind of need Toad to lose some money right now. He is definitely the most threatening opponent in this round, even though he doesn't have a District of 3. Thing is, he's getting around the board so quickly, and promotions scale exponentially on this board, which means that they go up. They start slow, but then they increase at a massive distance, if that makes sense. I'm kind of bad at describing it, but I have 2 shops now, and okay, that's fine with me, because that stops Daisy, unless she lands on a button. Kind of funny if she rolls a 7, to be honest. Nah, she's gonna go right. Kind of glad that that finally got blocked off, because I really don't want Toad getting the whole district. Especially if that's going to happen, because we don't have to go that way yet, but I don't really want to land on a 300 space. Oh yeah, and he got free stock from that district. That's irrelevant. Oh, I would have got Boo, but Toad has 84, it's ready cash, so it's pointless. Oh boy, Wario's bad trade deals. Let's see who it's with this time. I thought that was her 100 space then. No, she's been doing District C, which is on the other side of the board. Typically. Okay, whatever. There's a chance somebody else could hit one. No. I don't have enough money to do a defensive investment. Absolutely not. You'd have to give me a really good property. Ooh, that is a really good property, actually. I'm interested. Oh no, not that one. Sorry, I'm not giving you District G. Oh, absolutely not. That would put me on 100 gold. I'm not doing that. I'm not giving him District G because you have to pass through that one. Even though it will hinder me, I kind of want somebody else to hit a button. Oh. I mean, that's not the worst. Like, the best case scenario is if Wario lands on a button before Daisy gets a promotion and then somebody else lands on another one. Because if they all get a promotion and I don't, I'm in big trouble. Flat rate. Oh, come on. What is it to get? A 7, I think. Yeah, can I get a 7, please, game? 4. Okay, here's the problem. I'm going this way because it gets me 2 here. And here's the thing. I know I put myself in a very, very risky situation. But I feel I have to go this way, if that makes sense. Because if I don't... The odds are that, knowing my luck, Daisy's going to roll a 3, which would be the worst thing to happen. Okay, she didn't. That's a relief for now. I could still ruin myself, but the thing is, if I was rolling a 1, I'd be hitting a button regardless of which way I went, because if I went right, I would have got where Wario is. Oh, cool, thank you, flat rate. I needed that quite badly. It's given me a bit of money. Right, Toad can't hit a button, unless he gets a roll again card, but he can't even land on a venture card, never mind. The best thing I could roll is a 3, because I would get the club and Wario wouldn't, and then I would hit the button as well. Come on, please. Okay, I'm fine. As long as I get a promotion, I'm not complaining. I do have to give Wario a fair bit of money, but it's whatevs. District F, I think, next. Yeah. That's cheaper, so I'm going up. I'll do District F because I have a property that you have to pass through. There's no point in doing E. No one's ever going to land on those properties. Okay, the only person who can ruin it for Wario is himself. Which would be really funny if that did happen. Oh, he could roll a low number actually, and then Daisy could hit a button now. Toad can't hit one, he's too far away. Yeah, and he's trying to get to the bank quicker. I can't hit a button unless I get the zoom to any space on the board card, but if I get that, I'm going and getting a third shop in District A. Oh, or that could happen. That would do it too, I guess. Thank you for that one game. I'm actually really thankful I got that roll. Because, like I said, the one next to the bank gets landed on all the time. Okay, Wario gets his promotion, but I'm no worse off. If I didn't get my promotion, he did, then that would have been very bad. And he's freeloading off me for some reason. Even though he could have gone District G, which would have made way more logical sense. Alright, what does Toad need? Toad needs to roll a 3 to ruin his game. No, overshot it. But lands on my one next to the bank. Like I've said, really big fan of that property. Gets landed on all the time for some reason. But gosh, Toad is getting a lot of money from his promotion. I guess the promotions increased so much because if you just didn't ever get an increase from promotions. Well, what I mean is, there's going to be times where you don't get a promotion. It's just how this board works. It happened at the beginning. It is tempting to buy this out, but not now. I need to hold my money. I don't see myself winning this one, to be fair, but this one is the most luck-based one that I've done in a while. Because at the end of the day, it comes down to who lands on buttons. Do you get a promotion? Does anyone miss a promotion? But Toad got immensely saved by card 47. That's the main reason why he's winning, is because he was able to get a promotion when no one else did. But I do like that I do basically have to cause my opposition to go the long way. And the other thing is, when Toad's done with that district, he doesn't really have much else to invest in. So his net worth will just get stagnant. His shops aren't in a place where you have to go past. Okay, I'm going for the investment. I know Wario's freeloaded off me, but I don't really mind. Let's make that expensive. Again, that one gets landed on as well. It's the next one I want to invest. Well, I can't. I don't have stock in the district. I can invest in it, but it's a waste. I'm not even going to bother touching those District E shops. There's literally no point. Okay, I'm just glad Daisy didn't get that, because the last thing we need is Daisy getting free in that district. No, I'm not buying that out. Even if Wario invests in it, I'd rather just, again, not spend all my money on something that won't get landed on. I know it will, in the long run, increase the one that they do have to pass through, but that's one shop. I'm better off trying to focus on the more valuable district. Oh boy, Daisy's doing that district now, which is going to be a pain, because now that means we either have to give Toad a lot of money or Daisy a lot of money, and either way are bad options. Now, Toad should really buy that out, but he's a bit too passive, so he said no. Okay, I'm starting to get to the stressful part of the board. Okay. If Toad gets that 520 though, or even, well, actually that won't be as bad for me, because it could deter everyone else to go the other way. Ooh, just narrowly beat Toad to that. I can't get to the club this turn, so... Oh, don't really want to land on that. Running out of ready cash again. Okay, good. I got my money back. Phew. Oh, both of them are there. Okay, actually land on that one. I'm glad I've invested in that. I've just made 240 off of that shot. Let's see if Toad will land on it too. That would be pretty cool, wouldn't it? Well, for me anyways. Nah, skipped it. Right, I need an 8, ideally. Anything else would be bad. Yeah, I need an 8. Perfect. I'm going to go straight over here and get that. 44. One of my least favourite cards. Because I keep getting it at bad moments. And 4 could be worse. At least it's not an 8 this time. Wario, stop doing your trade deals, please. It's going to be with Daisy. Really wants to get District G. I don't fault him because that is what I consider the best district on the board. Now what would be amazing, I get my promotion, someone else hits a button, no one else gets their promotion, because that would just put me in such a good position. It would give me a huge boost to my net worth, it would cause theirs to be stuck, and it also gives me a chance to focus my investing as well. I can hit a button if I roll a 1, but the odds are at least one of them will hit a button, if that makes sense if I do. And I rolled a 1. Okay, let's see what happens. Ideally I want Wario to roll a 7, because he might make a blunder. Oh, that's bad. Daisy, I need to roll a 7 as well. Okay. I guess mine was more pricey, but she is unironically making the right choice, because she has 2 chances to hit a button that way rather than 1. Toad is too far away, I think. Yeah, he's making the right call again. Oh, but obviously he wouldn't want to pay 200 to Daisy. Right, well I'm obviously going to be avoiding a button, even if I could land on one. I think I'm better off landing on the Boon Square. Yeah, because if I go that way and I roll a 1, I could help them all out, whereas if I go this way, I can't hit a button, so I'd rather go this way. Right, Wario, don't ruin anything. Yes, okay, this is fantastic. $13. That's going to cause me to lose a bit of money, because he will cause District A and F to go down. Genuinely can't remember what that music track is from. I think it's when you tie in a mini-game. And yeah, I may do Mario Party 6 at some point in the future, but it's ages away. Because, as I said in a comment to, I believe it was George, yeah, definitely George, because it was on a Fortune Street video, when I do a game series, I like to go in order, just because my brain likes it. Whereas if I don't, my brain's like, ugh, why'd you go out of order, that's vile. I know I've literally contradicted myself, because I did New Super Mario Bros. Wii, and I did that one before the DS, but that one's different. Oh, unlucky. However, Wario lost out on a promotion, so I have gained big time over Wario. I was hoping that Toad wouldn't get his. Okay, he's basically out of places to invest now, though. He's going to have to go to a different district, and the only place he can really go is D. And those shops are a lot worse. No, I'm not buying that. Tempting again, but alas, no. Now, if Wario was smart, he could roll a 6. And if he rolls a 6, he could go left and block both Toad and Daisy from getting a promotion. Oh, he's going up. And I don't have an issue with this, to be honest. That just gave me some money, so that is in my best. That was a good turn for me, so thank you, Wario. I don't plan on getting that district. Hold on. Yes, 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 yes! Let's go. Okay, Toad, I need you to roll big. I need you to roll a 4, ideally, but I need you to roll big. That's good enough. He doesn't get a promotion. I'm now level with him. Perfect. That was the best thing that could have happened. And he didn't sell his stock either. So his net worth is stagnant. It's not going up. That's exactly what I needed. Okay. I feel quite good now. 7. I think that's the pipe. Okay, I'm not landing in the pipe. I'll miss the diamond. That pipe is meant to symbolise the happening space where you go down the... I want to say log flume. It's kind of like a log flume when you go to a theme park. But basically it takes you down to the bottom of the board. They might put you where the diamond is, but I don't really want to find out. And Daisy gets no promotion either. That was absolutely fantastic, because that's now put me in a strong position. I was the only one who promoted that round. And Toad just hit a button, which has now put the club back. If I was him, I would not have done that. Okay, good. I've been wanting to invest for a while so I can protect this really itty-bitty 30 gold space. Good, good, good. There goes the hot water again. Okay, again, that's fine with me. I'm getting money here as well, and even if he sells out the whole district, which I don't think he will... And the thing is, now that that 30 space is, well, it's a 210 now, and it's just a matter of time till it gets landed on, to be truthful. That's just how this board works. The spaces that everyone passes through are logically going to get landed on more than the ones that you don't have to go through. Can I just roll that same number again? That's it. I think that's the buy a suit yourself for 50. Absolutely awesome. I will be doing that, of course, because if someone hits a button, it means I can still promote. Suit yourselves. Most valuable thing you can get on this board is a suit yourself, and I'm not exaggerating when I say that. Memory block, isn't it? You get a suit yourself card, you put yourself in a position where if you can't get the club, you still can promote. And like I've said, the main way to win this board is through promotions. If I haven't said that, then, well, that's the way it is. Because promotions increase exponentially. They don't go up by a small amount, they go up by a lot each time you get another one. Right, I need a 7, ideally. I'm taking the risk. Yeah, we'll do that one first. I genuinely don't know where to invest after this. Okay, Wario went up because he didn't want to hit a button, but that was a misplay on his part. He absolutely should have gone up, because that would have given me a very low chance of being able to promote. Of course, I could still roll a 1, and I really hope I don't. Oh, of course, Toad gets to suit yourself. Typical. Right, I would like a 3, ideally. That's fine, as long as I don't ruin myself. Right, level 5. I've officially taken the promotion lead, and yeah, look how much that's worth. 1900. Where do I... Okay, I'll just do District E. I know it's not the best district, but it's the one that will make me the most money. Because right now we're in the end game. And I'm hoping that Wario will panic invest as well to try and stop me from buying it out, because I'm not buying anything out in District E. Other than that 43. That's the only one I would buy out. Forced auction. If he does District A, that's going to be amazing. That one again. I mean, I will bid on this just to try and stop Daisy. Actually, Wario will stop Daisy. Oh, he's not going to. Oh. He doesn't care. Okay, I'm stopping there. I don't like Daisy getting free here, because it is a good district, but I'd rather not give more money to Toad than necessary, because Daisy is not winning this game over Toad. The other reason I did that is she will sell the stock she has in Toad's district, causing his net worth to go down. Yeah, that was obviously going to happen. Come on, District A is a really good district. Why wouldn't I go for 4 there? I don't need this stock anymore. Wario would just sell it anyways. Yes, I know that put me back significantly, but in the long run this is going to pay off. Because it increases 2 shops that you have to pass through. It makes it so that they have to go slightly longer. Oh wait, she already sold the stock in Toads. Whoops, forgot about that. There's that 120 again. See what I mean? I like those spaces. The ones that you have to pass through get landed on all the time. That's why I'm a big fan of those shops. If I land on Toads 54, I'm not buying it out. Okay, I need to get out of here quickly before these get spruced up. He has 2 there, doesn't he? Yeah, that's a buyout. I lied. I'm a bit surprised. Wario usually does buy out more frequently. Okay, good. That saves me if I roll a 1. I honestly don't know who's going to win this game out of me or Toad. It honestly comes down to who can promote more. I can make money through stock and Toad really can't. But here's the thing. Toad does a suit yourself, so even if the button ruins him, he will still get a promotion. Although I also have the same situation. My issue is I'm trying to invest, so I will be going up again if I can invest. Oh, perfect. Right, I know that this one is cheaper, but hear me out. This one landed on constantly. I want to prioritize it. And then I'll do the 300 next. If Wario buys it out, big deal. It's going to be with Daisy. Really wants District G. But, unfortunately for Wario, his greed is costing him the trade. And if he doesn't sweeten the deal, things aren't going to get much better. Also, if you're wondering, it has been a very long time since I've recorded Bowser's Galaxy Generator in this one, because work. My work has basically started back up, and I'm fine with it, honestly, because I like my job, as I've said numerous times. Okay, well, I'm playing it safe if I have to go this way. Everyone has to roll a 1. Someone's hitting a button. Because I ate that sandwich on the ground. Yeah, not the best idea, Wario. That's actually pretty good for me, because it means that, well... we'll see. I could, of course, hit a button again. The thing is, Wario doesn't have any stock in District G, so even if he does go and invest, or he does get a third one there, he's not going to invest, is what I mean. Right, Toad could be forced to use his card, which means that I will still benefit over him, because I also have one. Never mind, I rolled the only number I didn't want. Typical. Absolutely typical. Unless, Wario rolls a 5. Which he does. Okay, now I'm glad I landed on the button. As long as Daisy doesn't do the same thing. It's like, we're so back. We're Jova, we're so back. Right, Daisy, don't roll a 6. Good. Move on 2 more spaces. She's going to go left. Toad could roll a 1, actually. I'd rather he rolled a 4, but a 1 would still be nice. No. Either way, fine with me. His suit itself is gone, so he is now back in the same situation. I am hoping that someone lands on that 800, though. I cannot lie. Okay, yeah, he's going for District D, but we knew that was going to happen. He's going that way because he doesn't want to land on my expensive property, even though 370 is not as bad. The 800 is the worst. You have to pass through that one, which is why I've invested in there ASAP. Oh, now it's even worse because I'm investing in the other one that you have to pass through, because again, it's tactical. Now there's a 900 in the way, which both of those spaces get landed on quite commonly. This is a loaded die, Wario. We've established this. Oh, you lucked out big time unless you roll a 1. Nah, he's fine. I'm assuming that's meant to be the alien happening space. I can't even remember what that one does off the top of my head. Oh, Daisy has enough to invest in District C now. That's she warps or everyone warps. Either way, I don't have an issue with this. She's going somewhere. This is most likely just going to help her, though. Yeah, it just puts her further up the board. Okay, cool. This one's cheaper. I think I'm just going to bail out of District E, and if I get another promotion, I'll just invest in there. I have no reason to invest in this district again. The other one is just better in every way, shape and form. The first one to move the bank to me gets 100 gold. You just hit the button. Well, let's hope I won't be my own biggest enemy. I don't know if I said what happened when I did this with my friend. It just reminded me because he sent me a text. I won this board when I played it with my friend. It wasn't even close. I got 16,000 before anyone else even got 10,000. Fine, I guess. I don't mind rolling a high number again. Is that the Venture Square again? No, it's my property. That's fine. In fact, that's even better. Yeah, look how much... I basically won this game now as soon as I get to the bank. Even if I land on the 13 space. I'm pretty sure I've got this. This round again went from being, oh, it's so over, this is probably getting reset, to we're so back. Again, it's just one of those rounds where I thought for sure I was going to lose, but then pulled a 180. And Wario gives me 800 gold. I basically get half of his promotion. Pick the wrong district. Daisy's getting last, which is not gonna be good for her situation. Well, she could beat Wario to the bank again, I guess. But no, she's way far behind. She's 2,200 behind. Oh, and that's not helping her. I can't remember what music track this is. It's one I haven't heard much, which means it's probably the, a boss. Don't know if there's a campaign mode in 6. I know there is in 4. 5 is the Mario Party I've played the least. In fact, I've only played Mario... I'll have to borrow my friend's game again if I, do Mario Party 5. I don't have a copy of it. It's the only Mario Party I don't have a copy of. Well, other than, the GBA one. I mean, there is a chance that Wario could land on my 900. I don't see it happening because he suffered enough, but... No. But once again, Toad is pulling out another second place. In fact, Toad could still win in a scenario, but I don't want to say what it is. Daisy is just running out of money as well. I just realised it's more beneficial for me to go up this time, because if I land on the pipe, it will take me to the bottom quicker. I am really liking these high numbers though, and I'm not being sarcastic when I say that. I genuinely want high numbers to get back to the bank. Gosh, how much can I put in this? This one's taking more money than a Snorlax does with food. I still profited. I was thinking of bailing, but I'm still going to end up with more. dodged it. I don't know what went wrong for Daisy, to be fair. I think it's the auction, to be fair. I made her overpay. I mean, she's not wrong, actually. Wario just got to a good property. Well, he landed on one of them. How has no one landed on that 500 space? That is staggering. I can understand the others, because no one goes that way. I think Wario's gonna get second. Or not second, third, sorry. I don't see him getting second. Oh yeah, I haven't really said how I would improve this board. Well, the biggest thing I would do is not make it so a promotion is the thing, or the club is the thing that swaps with the button. Oh hey, I land on this. I would also make some of the spaces up at the top to be stuff like, instead of it being 20% of the first place players already cash, I'd make it's the roll and get 11 times what's shown, and then I would have another space next to it, which would be... Actually, no, that wouldn't work, because then you could get boo twice, and that kind of defeats the whole purpose. I'd have it to be card 11, though, because you get money from everyone, and 88 from everyone at the max roll is still fairly often, and this way it's like guaranteed you'll actually get something good. Because if you're in first and you land on that, it's just a pointless space. I would also argue that having that as 13 is a bit harsh. Personally, I would have put it so it was just go back to the bank. But again, that's just me. I can understand why the decisions have been made for this board, because like I've said numerous times, it's based off of the Mario Party 6 Castaway Bay board. And the whole gimmick of that board was that Bowser and DK switched places, and if it was DK you could buy a star for 20 coins, if it was Bowser you lost a star or coins. So I can understand why it's 13, but I would probably not make it as harsh on Fortune Street, because 13 is a really bad adventure card to get. At least it isn't 103, because that would just suck. There is a chance that Daisy could sneak second place. She's getting closer and closer to the bank. Now, as long as someone doesn't hit a button, she could be okay. Toad, that's a big mistake. You need to get to the bank, buddy. Gotta be careful as well, because if I keep rolling bad numbers and I get beaten to the back, even if I land on 13, which is the worst case scenario, it doesn't matter. No, Daisy can buy one of the unknown shops. She'll get the 520. So now the only unknown shops are the ones that no one ever passed through that commonly. make that 2 shops now. Don't know if that'll... No, it won't cause Toad to crash his stock. There's no way it's less than 25. Oh, never mind. He just completely bailed out, which is probably the smarter decision, because he ain't getting that district. Sod it. Just, where can I buy stock? That'll do. Probably should have just had stock in there. Yeah, and here's the other thing, because I have no ready cash. If someone does land on that 20% space, they're getting 1 coin. What's the point? Oh wow, Daisy could potentially sneak 3rd place here, because she's just overtaken Wario. But if Wario gets a promotion, well, that's it. She's getting last. If I can get to the bank quicker, though. Ooh, ouch. That's a bad one. Okay, I pretty much win next turn, though. Is this going to be a 5-star? No, it's not. Well, not 5-star. The biggest shop you can get. The one that's over 5,000. The one that basically looks like a hotel. I just realised it's basically impossible now for Wario to overtake Daisy. He'd need a very lucky scenario. Oh wait, no, he could quite easily. I forgot about my expensive properties in District A. I was thinking that I rolled 1, land on a button, and then he lands on a button, and then I roll another 1 and land on the suit. And it's kind of funny how the 2 players who got given the worst start are the 2 that ended up getting 1st and 2nd place. That's the game. Well, that went from a really horrible start to being able to just take over the board. Again, it wouldn't have mattered the strength of my opposition. As soon as I got a district of 3, if I had S ranks, I would have just put stock in my district. So, again, Toad and Daisy actually benefited more being a lower rank, because they got districts of 3 at the end of the game. Wario came in last. Unlucky. Right, well next time it's a board I haven't played at this time, but it was the next one that me and my best friend were gonna do. So there's a chance I might have played it by then. And sorry if I'm a bit quieter than usual in this episode. I am not the only one who's home while recording this, so I'm trying to not be as loud. Yeah, you can tell who got, well, basically got the most unlucky by the board gimmick, and you can just see how much the promotions increased by. It's crazy, because the shop bonus is massive as well, so the more shops you have, the better. But anyways, that is going to be it for this episode, so thank you all for watching, and see you next week.